Hey everybody. Oh, I'm trying to make sure that my volume is up and I clicked the wrong button. There we go. How is everybody tonight? Feels like forever, doesn't it? Annie is here. Rosie is here. Bree is here. Frenchie is here. Steve is here. Joan. I owe you a box, Joan. It's coming. Chelsea's here. Patricia, good to see you. While yet still today. Okay, Suzanne. So glad y'all are here. I think I saw Maribel is here. Margaret. So this looks like I thought I would do this a little bit earlier. Hello, Kathy. Doing this just a little bit earlier today to see if I can't catch more people and give them a chance to come in. Hello, Lorna. All right. Uh-oh, Chelsea's not seeing comments. Maybe, Chelsea. I don't know. I don't know. I think you are new here today. I'm really glad you're here. While yet still today, I'm so glad you are here. Anybody else who is new, I'm so glad you are here. I'm glad all of you are here. I'm not quite myself today, and I'm going to try to get through this, okay, without crying. I'm going to try. It might be hard, but I'm going to try. And I'll tell you why here in just a minute. But anyway, let me bring in my hands, and I will show you guys. I hope this, it looks like my internet's being a little bit slow. It was off earlier today. My internet was, and I had to reset my router. So I so hope that this is going to work. Yeah, top chat to, oh, I think she's seeing them now. Are you seeing them now? Okay, good, Chels. Okay. All right, good. So hello to you all. Yes, this is the blanket that I started. Remember on the last Friday night live that we had, this is the blanket that I started. And this is using the James C. Brett in the marble chunky. And I am making a baby blanket. So I'll be working on that while we are talking tonight. I am not prepared to talk to a whole lot about our book. However, let's get caught up and go from there. We're going to just call it done with this last book, which was A Serial Killer's Daughter by Carrie Rawson, who is the daughter of BTK. So just to catch you guys up on the book that we were covering, I had 3 weeks there where I was out of pocket quite a bit, and I threw some videos up for you guys to go through in the meantime. I hope you were able to catch those, but I had my dad here and I had the grandsons here, and it was just a whole lot going on, and there's still a lot going on. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, sometimes you just have to walk away, Annie. Sometimes you do. Yeah, in a one weight. Yes, it is going to take longer. I'm working on something in a one weight, a crochet too. I'm actually redoing my own pattern. So I don't want to go into a lot of detail on this, but I know I did do a video today, and that will be going up probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm hoping to get it ready and put it out for you guys tomorrow, but I want to let you know that Sailor passed away. That's Carrie's dog, my G dog. So I'm not myself. And today would be the 7th anniversary of my mama's death. So it's just been a really tough day for me today. And normally I would not come on. I would not tell y'all, but I'm just keeping it real and letting you guys know these last couple days have been rough. It's been really rough. So I will take those hugs for sure. Hi, Nisi. Yes, Sailor developed cancer, and it was already really very, very much advanced. So despite everything that she was doing for him in the last couple of weeks, he didn't make it. So I'm really worried for her. She's got a new assignment coming up. She has a friend coming in to stay with her, and I'm really, really thankful for that. So if you are listening, honey, I love you, and thank you to her friend. Anyway, woo. Okay, so that's out of the way. I just needed to let you know there's so many of you that have been following his story that I knew that I needed to let you know. Now, on the book, I have listened to the entire book on Audible. So I don't remember where we were at. I'm pretty sure we were up to the point where they did their hike. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. So where it goes after that pretty much is Carrie talking about how her relationship changed with her dad. Now, if any of you are familiar with the story and you are familiar with Carrie, she has been on a lot of things recently, especially since the Gilgo Beach murder suspect was taken into custody. She's been talking to a lot of people. She's been talking on Law and Crime. She's been on Court TV. She's been on a lot of things and done a lot of interviews, even with some of the TV stations too, and talking about how she sees some similarities, and she gives us an inside perspective as to what it's like for the families who are they find out that their loved ones, the people that they saw in a totally different way, wind up being this person that they just never could have imagined. And she gives us such a perspective on that. And she does that in the last part of this book as well. Thank you, guys. So, I'm wondering what your final thoughts for the book are. I want to go ahead and close a chapter here, and we need to discuss what we're going to read next. She really does. It's been quite something to listen to her talk about that, and I admire her so much for the way that she speaks about what the families go through. And I don't know if you guys know, but and that's Lisk is Long Island serial killer, in case you guys weren't familiar with that. if if you want to, I don't have a book for us to read on the Long Island serial killer as per se. Let me get my phone. I have some possibilities. If you guys want to read them, there are some. I believe they are on Audible. Let me open my phone and see if I can find the titles for you. That's true, Sharon. Yeah, Confessions of a Serial Killer was the one that would be in conjunction with the one that we just read. So I don't know if you guys want, if you want to, we could swing around and come back to that, or if you want to go forward to that. That was the one I was going to do next. However, I do still want to tell you about mm, okay. There we go. Yeah, it's not showing because I was thinking that I had downloaded something because I wanted to recommend it. Okay, so the Long Island serial killer. There is a podcast. It's called Lisk. Um, there's also there's one called Lost Girls, and there's also a episode on. Gosh, is it a 48 hours? I believe it's an episode of 48 hours on the Lost Girls. So there are several things, and I think there's some of these that are in the library. Okay. Yeah, it just feels heavy for me right now too. You guys, it just feels heavy. That even the Gilgo Beach, if we can keep talking about that, but there's not anything really new. On the Gilgo Beach murder, the Long Island serial killer, I thought maybe we could cover that on Friday, and that maybe we can start with some of the stories of the girls who he is supposedly that he killed. So that's kind of what my thought was on that. And let's do something different for book night. Now, I can make a suggestion. Y'all know what my suggestion's going to be, right? Stephen Keogh's book is out. You guys want to do that? Or are you thinking something fictional? Something fictional would be a little more lighthearted. Maybe an Anne Rule. Well, I got lots of Anne Rule. I've got lots and lots of Anne Rule. Okay, well, hmm, why don't I go through them and kind of go through some of the stories and kind of do some pre-reading on some of the Anne Rule stuff. And then I can come back with you next on the next episode and we can reveal what the book is going to be. If you guys are up for some Anne Rule, why don't we do that? I love that idea. I mean, okay. I got 4 left from the full year. I got 4 left. I'm kind of hanging on to them. Yeah, I've been kind of hanging on to my last 4. And part of the reason I'm hanging on to them is for book club, because if we decide there's something we want to do, then I will have the credits that I can go in and do that. And there's still the library. Most of what we do, I've been trying, and that's the other thing. If you'll give me some time to look at it, then I can see if the one that we pick, if it is also going to be um, available through Libby. That way, if you have the Libby app, then you can get them from the library, or you can go and check them out. Either way. Well, I like that idea. Think it's time to lighten it up, don't y'all? I tell you what, that business stuff from last time, I was just nearly sick at my stomach for 2 days after we finished up all of that. I honestly could not watch anything crying for a full day. I was like, I just can't. I can't, and I can't, and I can't. I was it turned me so badly emotionally. It just was so much. So yeah, I think I now know where my limits lie with some of this stuff. Oh, thank you, Maribel. That's very sweet. Yep. Yep. I think we're going to lighten it up. There's lots and lots of possibilities, but I do still want to read Stephen Keogh's book at some point. It's where he does his interpretation, and he even has some others weighing in on it, and it's really really awesome. I am drinking out of my California mug tonight, you guys. This is the mug that I got sent to me from Deb over at One More Whip. I've kind of designated the California cup as book club for book club. The stranger beside me, that one is the Bundy. The stranger beside me is the Bundy thing, and that's a pretty big story. So I don't know that we want to start there, but I have listened to most of that one, but not all of it yet. I actually think I've listened to all of it, but in my sleep. Yep. And you can just lurk, you guys. That is absolutely fine. You can just lurk. There is no problem with that whatsoever. Lurking is absolutely great. Oh, where did you get a Downton Abbey one? I love Downton Abbey. I just love it. I could watch that over and over again. I just love it. There's a lot of knit related stuff in it, just like there is in the Outlander stuff. How do I take my coffee? The PBS store. Okay. So what have you guys I want to know what you guys have been reading. If you've been reading something true crime related, if you've been reading it, would you please put it in the comments for me so I can see what you guys have been reading? Subliminal learning. Yeah, so I probably know the stories from front to back and just don't realize it, right? What is that? Seriously, very seriously. What is that one? Who is that by? Joan's been reading The Confessions of a Serial Killer. Annie's on the smut. And this is Barbara Butcher, What the Dead Know. She's been on, she's a forensics specialist who has been on with Duty Ron. Woo, I froze up for a minute there. 1100 Deadly Skills by Clint Emerson. Huh, interesting. Wait. Seriously, very seriously is how she takes her coffee. Okay. That's funny. It is book club, y'all. Even if you're not reading crime related, listening to the Dresden Files. Okay. Well, that's okay. 1100 sounds really good. 1100 sounds really good, Patricia. Maybe those 100 will lead to more. You have family book night? So no TV or computer, just quiet music and books. Ooh, I'd like that. I need to start doing that too. I need to just say, okay, it's book night, and I'm going to just do, I have several things that I can do where I can actually read and knit. I have this wooden book holder, and you will see me. Occasionally you'll see it in the here when I put it up on my desk because a lot of times I have it here, and this is what I have my notes on. Okay, it has this leather strap on the back so that it won't completely fall down. So it can lean really far back. It can really lean back. So you have varying degrees of a height on it. And what I do is I just wrap that around a couple of times so that it doesn't lean back as far. And I think I got this one at mm, want to say I got this one at Books a Million, and I got another one on the road. And I did not think I even liked this other one at all. I showed this in my haul from when I went to Colorado. It pulls out and then it also goes all the way down. So different sizes of books. But I actually, this is how I read and knit while I read Stephen's book. This is his first book. Is it goes like that. And what I was able to do is I was able to set this next to me on the chair and then just turn the page and then keep knitting. And actually it worked out really well once I learned how to use it. I did not like it at first. It was terrible. It was like, I hate this thing. But now it's not bad. And I do not remember what this was called, but oh, here it is. It's a gimbal, a traveler, gimbal traveler. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It says gimbal traveler. So this one's not bad at all. I keep that next to my chair. Yeah, your book will take a deep dive. Uh-huh. Is Bree having tacos? Oh, sounds good. Kathy reads a lot of fiction, not much true crime. Oh, a J.D. Robb, my mother used to read those. Death series, I get hooked on them bad. Okay. Oh, yeah, that care credit stuff. I would never do that again if I didn't have to. I did that one time. It was a major problem. Just go the rest of your life trying to pay it off. Well, Joan, I do have that box that's going to be coming to you very soon because of your winnings. I just have not had a chance, and I've been tired too. Chelsea's making dinner. Okay. Who's making shepherd's pie? I still need to do that. I make a very good crust, and I really need to try to do that. That sounds like a good thing to do. I've got several pounds of hamburger that we got from they call themselves the cattle company, and they are not very far from us, and they have that wagyu beef, and they do runs where they have like a route, and they will visit certain cities, so they hit them up on different days of the week. So you just, when you order from them, then they just make their rounds and deliver. And so we were able to score some of that when they came to where Mr. Fiber works. And that would be an excellent thing to use some of that for. It's really good. It is hard to do stuff in the oven. Absolutely. Well, so they do. Wagyu is very very pricey, but they do specials. So we had to buy 25 pounds in order to get the price break. But because they are a independent, they were able to give us that. That'd be good to make. I made a stew out of some stuff in my. I've been using my pressure cooker. I use that, and it's a lot less heat. And then I need to figure out, Chelsea, I need to figure out how to use that air fryer to make stuff like those little. I could do the shepherd's pies and do them smaller in a smaller dish, and do a couple of them. But I don't know how to do them in the air fryer yet. Yes, Chelsea's talking about my meatloaf. Y'all, there's no telling where all of this talk is going to go. I know this is a book club night, but haven't been here in a while, so we're just getting caught up, okay? It's mostly about books, but I made 2 pounds of meatloaf when my dad was here, and man, he finished that off. That and the pizza. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I don't have one of those, but I really would like to do it in the air fryer. Yeah, but I don't like lamb. I always use hamburger because I don't like lamb. I can start trying to call it a cottage pie. Try to remember. I don't know if I'll remember, Steve. I've always called it shepherd's pie. And the traditional shepherd's pie, which was with the potatoes on the top, right? Where you do the mashed potatoes, you leftover potatoes, and you stick that on top. So let me tell you, this will be a funny story to lighten it up a little bit. Okay. So my parents and I, my dad was stationed in Germany. So my parents and I went on a trip, and we went through Germany, drove all the way through Germany, and then through uh, what's it called? Shoot, I just drew a blank. Man, it's not Bavaria. Bavaria is part of Germany, really. Anyway, we got to England and got on the ferry, and we rode the ferry to London, across the canal to London, and we did a tour of London. And on that tour, Belgium. Belgium was the other place. Hey, Kat. So we went down to Trafalgar Square, which is really something. I'm just saying. Trafalgar Square in London is a sight to see. I'm telling you. And there was this window with all of this meat hanging in the window, and they had it all on these like spits things, like these, kind of like they do at some of those restaurants you go and you have the unlimited meat, and they slice it right off of that skewer thing. Well, they had it all hanging, and it all just looked so good. It was sizzling, and they were making these They were making these pocket things, out of all of this meat, and it smelled fantastic. Everything in there just smelled so good. And so we all got, all three of us, me, dad, mom, we all got these sandwich things that had this meat and all of this stuff, and we walked down into Trafalgar Square. We sat right down in the middle of the square. We sat down where there was all of the birds were coming in and out, and there was this, like, I don't even know what this was called, but it was like a bench area where we could sit and eat. And I took a big old bite out of my sandwich and I started to cry. I mean, just tears just rolling out of my face. And my mother looks over at me and she goes, "What's the matter?" And I said, "I don't like it. And you're not going to buy me anything else." Because, this is how I grew up. If this is what you wanted, you're going to eat it, right? And she took my sandwich and she took her sandwich, and when she went over to the trash and she threw them in the trash, she goes, "Let's go get something else. I don't like it either." With something else. Oh, it was something like that. Something like that. And it had lamb. And I just can't do the lamb. There's a flavor in lamb that when I eat it, I'm just like, oh, that's not right. All my senses go, there's something wrong here. I don't know what it is about it that does that. Oh, that was one of the very few times in my life that I was like, okay, with my mom, because usually it didn't go that way. That's not usually how things went. Oh, I gotta get my counter. That was quite the trip. Had to count off another row, y'all. Yeah, and it was a combination. I remember that it was a combination of meats that they did because they took stuff off of everything that they had going on there. The baklava I will eat, you know, that's sugar. I'm all over that. For those of you who are joining me and hoping that we are talking about a true crime book, we are just getting caught up. We are, I would call us between books right now. And I appreciate all of you that are watching and are listening as you do whatever you are doing. I'm so glad that you guys are here too, and hello. I always thought I might want to learn how to make baklava, but you know what? I would just rather buy it. I hear that they have a really good one at Sam's. Has anyone bought some at Sam's? Hibiscus barbecue. Well, now that sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. So, when I very first started doing my videos, I did them in the back room, in the little corner of the house. It's the very, very back corner of the house, and that's where Mr. Fiver is now. And we call that the man cave. But at the time, he built that a wall for me and put in a door and painted it with this like greenish, turquoise color, more green than turquoise. And um, I did love that little room. I really did. But at the time I was doing where I would where I was listening to crime books. And I would listen to a crime book and then I would uh, come back on the podcast and I would tell y'all the book that I read. Now, if you guys wanted to do something like that, we could too. Like someone was talking about doing fiction. Well, how did you do the hibiscus? You have hibiscus flower somewhere? Did you make a do you have some sort of you know, tincture of some sort? Joan's working on Jack Skellington. Ah. Are you talking about a diamond painting, Joan, or are you talking about a crocheted item? Patricia's making a hand towel. Just recovering? Yes, Sharon, I'm recovering too. I didn't do any volunteering at anything that big. Well, we had the grandkids. Oh, Mr. Fiber was such a big help. He took the week off, and oh my goodness, such a big help. Oh, you used a jelly, a hibiscus jelly. Well, that sounds good. Crocheting Jack. Oh, yeah, I saw that you had him in your picture, Joan. Well, Margaret's in the spirit. She's crocheting a Frankenstein pillow. She's in the spirit. Doing another log cabin granny. Oh, boho colors. Okay, so what colors are you using then? If they're boho, what are you using? I love that. Chelsea just did another one too, and it turned out really, really pretty. Kind of like these colors. The one Chelsea did was kind of like these with some variegateds. Are you making yourself a blanket with some of that yarn? That's good, Rosie. Okay, I don't know how to say that. The last section of the Edlothia shawl. Is that how you say that? Edlothia. I'm going to read it just how it is here. You're doing quick stuff for the boxes. Oh, that's good too. Oh, you're doing another one with scraps. Halloween. Oh, so some of you guys are working on Halloween stuff. That's cool. Niecy's finishing a baby blanket for a tenant. Oh, they're having a girl. Sunburst. So it looks like a sun when it's finished. Is that right, Niecy? Does it look like a sun? And congratulations on your job, by the way. Gray, ivory, mustard, black, and variegated. I love this yarn. And eagle gold. Awesome. Wait. Ah. Hey, Lori. Is this something she just started? I didn't get to finish this Sunday's I'm catching up on her. I started it and didn't get to finish it. Is this a new one? Super Simple Shawl? She does something all the time with her Sunday show. So Bree Jones said that she watched Dreams in Amigurumi and copied step by step. Okay, so it's a 12 point. Neat. Yeah, I've been trying to get caught up on people. It's been tough because man, you guys, when we got home, we took the grandsons back Friday and got home on we spent the night and got home on Saturday, and I went to bed at 7:30 that night, didn't get up until 6:30 Sunday morning. And then I'm pretty sure it was from about 2 to 5 or 6 I took another nap. Oh, this is the one she's doing with the unique fiber choices. Okay. I remember hearing her talk about that. This is her challenge, and it's a Marley bird pattern using a novelty yarn or a yarn that we find uh, cheap. Is that challenging? A yarn we find challenging. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys. Speaking of that, let me tell you something about challenging. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it because I set it aside somewhere. Serbs, help me find it. All right. I would like to give something away tonight, along with, and I haven't done it for a while. I need to give away some of these bookmarks. But tonight I want to give this away because this really, I would need somebody to make this and to do it and to get it sent off to where it needs to go. So let me show you. This is the Annie's that I got. This is that Caring Crochet Club. I I tried, but I can't work with this stuff. I just can't. You guys, I can't work with this. It's a boucle, and I just, for some reason, it's just not working. It is just not working. Here's what it looks like up close. And you do this pattern, you use an N. I thought about, and I know what y'all are going to say, I thought about holding another yarn with it. I just don't want to mess with it. I have more kits coming. I'm caught up. If once I get this off to somebody, I am caught up. But I'd like for actually, if you win this, I can't ask you to do anything. But I would like to know if somebody would do this and send it to where it needs to go. So it's the Annie's Caring Crochet Club. Okay. And so they put their own labels on this yarn. And you make this it's for a hospice. It goes to the Kindred Hospice place. Okay. And I tried, but I just and they changed the name of it, but the correct address is in here. So if you will make this and send it to where it's supposed to go, I would be so happy. You get 2 balls of this, and I think you use an N hook to make it. So it's just not the easiest thing. I have used boucle before. I have not done it in this size, and I've not done it in crochet. I even thought about, okay, well, I'm going to do it in knit. I just don't want, my brain right now won't do it. It just won't do it. So, see if I can get that. It does not want to stick. I am going to mark the chat, and then you guys can put in the comment. And the comment that I want you to put in is just crime. So put crime in there if you would like to win this. Okay? It's a nice little pattern too. You get great little patterns in these kits also. So put the word crime. This stuff is very soft. It's 80 acrylic and 20 nylon. It's considered a 5 weight. There's 270 yards, and you get 2 of them, so you can imagine the size that it's going to be. It's going to be like a nice little, you know, it's a lap gan. So that's the size it's going to make. Hello, Debbie. Our word is crime to win this kit. If you would like to win this kit, put the word crime in. They can be. But, I did that homespun and didn't have any problem with the homespun when everybody else was talking about they hated it. They're calling it hellspun and everything else. And I made a king size blanket, you guys, with that stuff. And I don't have any problem with it whatsoever. But this stuff, I don't know what was going on in my brain. I just I couldn't do it. Even using an N hook. So my wait just a little bit longer because my screen is slow tonight. Everything is slow to Chelsea said she counts 5. Are you here, Chelsea? I thought you were cooking, sweetie. So whoever wins this is going to get this, and they're going to get a couple of the bookmarks that my grandsons and Chelsea have made. Okay. Okay, I'm fixing to mark it. Free counts 5 too. Awesome. Oh, shoot. Multitasking. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Let me go ask Mr. Fiber. I'll be right back. Okay. Our number is 4. Number 4. Hello, Nancy. Just got the notification. Oh my goodness. I came on a little bit earlier tonight. My analytics were saying that a lot of people are on earlier than what I thought. So, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? It's Annie. Okay. Congratulations, Annie. You're going to be doing boucle. Congratulations. Serb's got some new toys today. There was a box that came for Sailor, and Carrie told me to go ahead and give them to Serbs. So he has new squeakers. He hasn't gotten them out. We just got them today, so he has yet to get them all out. He's working on it. He's enjoying his new stuff though. Okay, you guys, I am going to be done now because it's just been an emotional day. But I really enjoyed being here with you guys. It helped me a lot. So I really want to say thank you for coming and sharing my evening with me. I really appreciate it. Yes, I'd like to see the pics and see what it looks like. I really would. Absolutely. Why don't I pick one more to send bookmarks to? How's that? Let's go with number 2. Who was number 2? Who was number 2? I'm just picking random because I have to go all the way back here to see. Way back, way back, way back. I think I'm back too far. Okay, wait, here we go. Steve, was it Steve? Oh my gosh, you and Annie, I swear you need to go get a lottery ticket, you guys. Steve, have I sent you any of these yet? I don't know whether you have gotten any of the bookmarks that the kids have made. That may be something you have not won. So I'm going to send some to Steve. And Annie, have I sent some to you? I'm going to send you. I got one picked. I got one picked for Steve. Okay. Oh, that's right. You haven't won from me. You won from Chelsea. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Too funny. Okay, well, I've got some picked for you, Steve. You're going to be getting, and I will write something on the back, and then I will pick something for Annie too. I'm gonna send Annie. I'm gonna send you something summer related. How's that sound? I just got a few left, Chelsea. So if you guys want to make some more, you can. I may make some. You guys, I was using my little deal. Maybe we'll do that one night. Use my little deal and make some stuff. Okay. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and helping to cheer me up. I appreciate it. Be watching for. I've got 2 videos that I'm editing and getting out. One is a Temu order, and the other one is a catch up from here in the She Shed. So I will see you guys Friday, hopefully, if something doesn't come up. And I love you. Have fun today. Some point at some time in your day, Try to smile. Know that we're all going through it together and have some fun. Okay? Love y'all. Good night. Thank you so very much. Oh, Chell says there's more to come. Okay, cool. That's cool. I do, Steve. I do. But send me a message anyway just to make sure I don't forget. Make sure I don't forget. Okay? All right. Good night, you guys.